Among all European cities, Amsterdam stands as one of the most captivating, with its Golden Age canals, 17th century mansions, world-class museums, and well-established counterculture. This European capital has a character on its own. While some travelers come seeking tulips, cheese, and windmills, others are drawn by the city's reputation for embracing life's pleasures, from music venues to its famously liberal attitude. But whatever brings you to this charismatic global village, you'll find yourself enchanted by its fairy tale landscapes, tolerant atmosphere, and the rich historical legacy that makes Amsterdam a truly international capital. Fortunately for visitors, one of its special charms is its intimate, small-town feel, with all key attractions within comfortable walking distance. Amsterdam State Museum reopened its doors in 2013 after a decade of meticulous renovations. Make your way through the museum's vast collection of historical art, over 8,000 pieces ranging from sculptures to artifacts from both the Netherlands and its former territories worldwide. The true draw, however, lies in experiencing the works of Dutch masters like Rembrandt, Van Dyck, and Vermeer in person. The collection's crown jewel is undoubtedly Rembrandt's masterpiece, The Night Watch. You won't find works by the renowned Dutch artist Vincent van Gogh in the Rijksmuseum. That's because there's an entire museum dedicated to the 19th century painter just steps away at Museumplein, a square and garden connecting Amsterdam's major art centers. The Van Gogh Museum houses the world's largest collection of his art, with hundreds of pieces including some of his most legendary works like Sunflowers, The Bedroom, and The Potato Eaters. The museum also showcases works by Van Gogh's friends and contemporaries, including Rodin, Monet, and Gauguin. A visit to the Anne Frank house stands as one of Amsterdam's most powerful and moving experiences, one that simply shouldn't be missed. This house, where Anne Frank penned her diary while she, her family, and 4 others hid from the Nazis during World War II, has been preserved as a profound historical site. Today, it houses a museum featuring artifacts and exhibitions about her diary, with quotes and photographs adorning the walls. The experience concludes with a film chronicling what happened to Anne and her loved ones after they were ultimately betrayed and captured, placing her brief life within its devastating historical context. Vondelpark is a 120-acre green oasis in bustling Amsterdam, southeast of Leidseplein. Beloved by locals and popular with tourists alike, it opened in 1865 as Nieuw Park, later renamed to honor 17th century Dutch playwright Just van den Vondel. During the 1960s, Vondelpark became a magnet for peace-loving flower children. Since then, it has evolved into a symbol of Amsterdam's free spirit, where almost anything goes. The park comes alive in summer, when residents gather to bask in Amsterdam's precious sunlight. Rembrandt purchased this house from a merchant in 1639 at the height of his fame as the city's elite portraitist. He lived, painted, and taught in this multi-story building for nearly 20 years. In the top-floor studio and workshop, he created what is considered his masterpiece, The Night Watch. While the house's interior isn't original, it's a faithful recreation based on a room-by-room inventory taken after the artist declared bankruptcy in 1656 and was ultimately forced to leave. Originally inaugurated as a city hall in 1655, this resplendent building became a palace in the 19th century. The interiors gleam, particularly the marble work, especially in the Burgers Hall or Citizens Hall, with its inlaid world maps at the building's heart. When architect Jacob van Campen designed it, this opulent structure showcased Amsterdam's wealth in a way that rivaled Europe's grandest buildings of the era. Most of the palace's rooms are arranged on the first floor, featuring 51 chandeliers, damask furnishings, gilded clocks, and rich paintings by Ferdinand Bol and Jacob de Witt. Amsterdam's red light district is a bustling neighborhood with an intriguing mix of life compressed into its narrow streets. It's a uniquely captivating area where multiple realities coexist, requiring some mental adjustment as you wander through its red-tinted alleys. There's much to contemplate as you walk through this area. Perhaps most surprising is its status as a major tourist attraction. If you're expecting seedy, frightening alleyways, you won't find them here. Instead, you'll encounter tourist groups, families, restaurants, and adult shops coexisting in an unusual harmony. Beyond tulips and windmills, Amsterdam's global image is inextricably linked to water. The Canal Ring, comprising 165 flowing waterways, was developed during the Dutch Golden Age of the 17th century. Over the years, this network has supported maritime trade while becoming the centerpiece of one of the world's most recognizable urban landscapes. In 2013, marking its 400th anniversary, UNESCO added the Grachtengordel to its World Heritage Sites list. Today, the Canal Ring serves both as a historic transport system and as a stunning backdrop for local festivals and celebrations. The Stedelijk Museum, one of 3 central museums in Museumplein alongside the Rijksmuseum and Van Gogh Museum, houses Amsterdam's premier modern art collection. The museum spans 2 buildings, the original 1890s structure and a modern angular extension opened in 2012. The controversial new wing, resembling a giant bathtub, showcases works from 19th century artists through 20th century icons like Andy Warhol and Jackson Pollock. Heineken's original brewery in central Amsterdam remained active for over 100 years, producing beer until 1988, when the company relocated its main operations to a larger site outside the city. In 1991, its former headquarters was transformed into a museum dedicated to the company's history and its monumental brewing techniques. This site eventually became one of the Netherlands' most visited tourist attractions and was renamed the Heineken Experience. From its humble beginnings as a 13th century fishing village on the Amstel River to its current role as a major European business hub, Amsterdam has long maintained a sterling reputation as a center of culture and commerce. Amsterdam's interweaving canals are surrounded by countless narrow side streets. Each turn might reveal a hidden garden, a boutique selling stylish Dutch-designed home goods or fashion, a traditional Genever distillery, a flower stand brimming with tulips, or a former monastery transformed into a classical music venue. Around the center, post-industrial buildings in emerging neighborhoods now house creative enterprises, from art galleries to craft breweries and cutting-edge tech startups, alongside some of Europe's most popular clubs. This blend of history and culture, combined with its cutting-edge population, makes Amsterdam a city you simply can't afford to miss.